Hi friends, currently on the borders of India and China, there is some confrontation. Let us know in this video. We need to go some basics about the border. Borderline, line of actual control, dispute territory. There are three terms. Borderline is a boundary between two countries. Soldiers who cross this line should not pass. Also, the soldiers on the other side should not go. The borderline between the two countries should be drawn correctly. For example, Pakistan borderline that connect them to Gujarat and Rajasthan in India. Line of actual control. If a land in a country is not occupied by another country and no longer moved, the line up there is called line of actual control. This means line of sight control, where access to the army and both sides is available. Dispute territory is a little complex. There are two countries side by side, name for example A and B. What A country is saying that our border is up to the blue line, and B country is saying that our border is up to the red line. What is interesting here is that some of the two countries claim to be ours. So, red line has a military post of what country is A. Blue line has a military post of a country called B. The area between the two lines is called the dispute territory. In this dispute territory, there is no military of the two countries and the patrolling two nation soldiers. It would not do it all at once. If A country is patrolling, the country B is patrolling at another time. Maximum 2 times are not coincident. If patrolling is a soldiers of two nationalities at the same time, then face each other. This is known as a standoff. That's when standoff happened at what A country is. You are entering our territory without permission. What B country is, you think you have entered our territory. The same is happening in India and China now. Some dispute territories near the India-China border 2 or 3 times once in a year. The standoff are taking place in the dispute territories between the two countries. Then display the banners of the soldiers of any country. You have entered our territory. Please go. As per the agreement signed by the two countries in 1996, no one should use a gun in case of any confrontation. Both deserve to use their physical strength. This is why when the standoff between India and China, they are armed with arms and stones. It's going to be soldiers. After the Narendra Modi government came to power, India has begun to develop the infrastructures of the border. Constructed some new roads and airbase. Some are under construction. With the help of this infrastructure, Indian soldiers patrolling border, its standoff are also becoming more frequent. What is happening at the border with India and China? At present, there is a standoff between India and China in 3 locations. Number 1, Pangwan Lake. Number 2, Galwan Valley. And number 3, Hot Springs. Let's talk about Pangwan Lake. The Pangwan Lake is 150 km long and 5 km wide. There are some are in India and some are in China. This lake is visited by many tourists who travel to Ladakh. It is a good tourist place. During the 1962 war between the two countries, China has occupied some of India's land up to this green line. Since then, China has claimed our territory as far as the red line. India has claims that our land is up to this blue line. Since then, the territory between these two lines has remained a dispute territory. What happened next? As part of the patrolling, Chinese troops have come up to this red line. Then there was minor confrontation between the two country soldiers. Since then, the standoff has been continuing with the red line near the two Indians. Currently, 4 to 5,000 people, the Chinese soldiers posted in the dispute territory. The two countries are negotiable to resolve the conflict peacefully. The incident took place on May 5th. The news come about this on May 12th. Now let's look at the second place, the Galwan Valley. This is where line of actual control comes in. What happened to 12 Chinese soldiers entering the territory of India, sitting here wearing tents? 50 Indian soldiers saw these tents and went there. It told the Chinese soldiers that it was going to go from here. But the Chinese military did not listen. Immediately the Indian soldiers retreated and told his top officers. In the meantime, what happened to the Chinese soldier? Extra 300 more soldiers bought iron rods are they with an iron hooks ready to attack them. Meanwhile, 100 Indian soldiers approached a tent worn by Chinese soldiers. Colonel Santosh Babu warning offered to remove the tent. Then one of the Chinese soldiers asked us why we should take off. Then Indian soldiers got angry. Our leader will do yours, pushed the Chinese soldier. The fight got so big that the Indian army tried to crack the tent. Chinese soldiers then attacked the Indian soldiers with stones and iron rods. But the Indian soldier has no weapon other than stones. However, the Indian army was not withdrawn. The quarrel started on the afternoon June 15th, continued for 11 hours. It was over at midnight. As a result, the Indian soldiers burned down a tent in China. 20 Indian soldiers killed. Chinese soldiers don't know how many dead, but in the news, 45 Chinese soldiers have been owned or killed. Why is China not talking about how many people died? China is a communist country. Everything must be done by the government, nothing in the hands of the people. If you say how many people died, it would hurt people's sentiments. China does not say that even a soldier dies. The government in there is a bad name. This is why in the year 1962, the Chinese war broke out. How many Chinese soldiers died in India's war with China? But India is a democratic country. The government is responsible for informing the public of what happened here. Incident is a little serious in Galwan Valley because there is an alerted disputed territory near Pangwan Lake. There is a sense of confrontation. Apart from this, China does not have much strategic advantage, but there is a borderline near Galwan Valley, no disputed territory. China has yet to enter India. China has a huge benefits near the Galwan Valley. If that could invade the Galwan Valley, from there the hill can be easily attacked by a road in India. Easy to occupy that road. This road is important for India if you fight China. That's why China is currently fighting near the Galwan Valley. What about hot springs? Here too, China looks beyond the line of actual control. China will block it. But according to China's strategy, incident near hot springs place is for the purpose of destroying an Indian soldiers. China looks at India's focus shifting here, invading Galwan Valley and Pangwan Lake. China implements the keeping forward policy. What China did in 2008 and 2009, China catches sight of some islands, Vietnam and Philippines. Just fishing boats have taken Vietnam and Philippines, they're taking light. China then brought in some Chinese soldiers. It then started to expropriate in Iceland's arbitrary. Construct the air bases there. Unloaded the military. It also looked to occupy the border with India for a while. But China must know that is not 1962. All the time, the Chinese were able to easily conquer either the large number of Indian soldiers in the Aksai Chin region. But by 2020, India will be watching every inch of its border. About what happens in the borders, some people say that the Indian government is not telling people. But there are two more reasons for it. Number one, China does not want to know what next India is going to do. Number two, there is nothing to quite as important as telling people. Why is the ongoing standoff important? Not a single soldier has died in the conflict between India and China over the last 45 years. But now there are 20 soldiers died and China is not falling behind this time even in India. So let's see what happens. If you like this video, so like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.